everybody, it's Faye. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about the YouTube Partner Program, the changes that are coming, why I'm irked over the situation, why a lot of people are, and the point that a lot of people seem to be missing. I woke up to this yesterday morning to a video by Dignan, who I have known Riley for at least 10 years. I've watched Riley grow up, and very, very proud of him and everything he's accomplished. But he's pissed, and there's a lot of swearing in the video, and I will warn you guys of that now, but I'll put the video down in the link. And I agree with a lot of the things that Riley says in this video. Part of it is that, once again, the little guy, the little creator, is getting screwed. And I agree. Now, my channel isn't big enough to be affected by this. But with the growth of my channel in the past couple months, I finally hit the benchmarks that were needed to apply to the partner program and to be approved for, yes, monetization is one of the things, but it's not the only thing. That's one. That's the thing everybody's focusing on that is why we're all missing the point. Yes, eligible for monetization. What it also gives you is an email address that you can contact somebody at YouTube if you have a problem or a question, rather than being just in the forums. And the forums will mislead you 9 times out of 10, or have people knock you down when you're asking questions because they act like you're stupid because you're asking a question in the forum. At least that's been my experience. And the other thing is there's other features that become available to you once you hit that benchmark, such as the communities tab and like message board type things that I can communicate with my subscribers a little bit better, rather than having to have you guys follow me on all of my social media. It gives me a way to be able to communicate with you guys, as well as communicating via social media. It's just another tool to help communicate. It also gives you the ability to be able to communicate better with others on the platform if you want to be able to collaborate. There's a bunch of things that come with it. It's not just about the money. But that's what everybody seems to be saying, is it's about the money. And what really has me frustrated the most about this is a lot of the bigger creators and the way they're reacting about it. Yeah, I get that there's a lot of little channels out there that are not doing things right. Yes, there are channels out there that steal other people's content and re-upload them. And that's how they turn around and, you know, get their channel up and going. There's people who are not doing the right thing. But there's also YouTube, who has not been diligent with a lot of the way the advertising has been. And even though we as a community have taken things to them and said, hey, this isn't right, you need to do something about this, they've blatantly ignored us. So yet we end up here. We have people like the Paul brothers who, you know, whatever they want to do, they get to do. And, oh, let's see, we filmed a dead body. Bad Logan, bad Logan. We'll take away some of your advertising revenue. These guys have 10 million plus subscribers that are buying their merchandise, that are following and doing all kinds of things off the platform that are helping make them money. Is this going to affect Logan? Yeah, it is. But in the end, the little guy is the one who's getting knocked around for this. And case in point, when my channel started to grow at the end of November, I finally hit the benchmarks that were what got changed last year, and finally hit the ones that were like, okay, I can apply for the partner program now. So I did my application, and everything said, oh, it takes about a week or so for it to be looked at, and we'll get an answer to you in about a week. Well, 1 week goes by, nothing. 2 weeks go by, nothing. Going into the 3rd week, I looked to see if I could email anybody. Nope, go to the forums. Went to the forums. Why is it taking so long for this to be reviewed? Well, put something up in the forum, and I got this basically chainmail or copy-paste email that said, basically, we're a little overwhelmed right now, and it's taking a little bit longer for things to be reviewed. It'll be reviewed in time. Well, as I started looking around in the forums, there's people who've been waiting since September to be approved. And I think that that kind of plays in here a little bit as well, because I think they were purposely stalling to try to come up with something to keep people from getting upset and irate over the fact that they weren't being approved, because they knew that they were going to do something and they were going to punish those people who are the small creators. The only ones I know that have gotten approved recently are people who have like grown really big, really fast, and are, you know, trying to turn around and do something bigger, better, basically a Paul Brother type thing. I don't mean to keep targeting them, but it is what it is. And you know, we have creators who have strikes against them, who continue getting strikes, and yet YouTube won't kick them off the platform. Even though they harass and they do things to other people, they won't take them off the platform. Yet, let's take everything away from the little guy. The one that irritates me the most is the amount of larger YouTubers. One of them, who I'm not going to say, was like, oh, wow, more ad money for us. Since the ads are kind of slim pickings right now, then more for you. Well, good, more for you. But you know what? You were a little guy once too. And you battled to get to where you are, and you have forgotten that. And especially Keemstar, you know what? I'm calling you out on this one. Because you point blank yesterday told people they didn't like it, they needed to quit. I'm not quitting. But it's not about the money to me. It's about the principle. It's about the fact that becoming part of the partner program gave me a little bit of recognition. It gave me something to shoot for. It gave me something to see that I would be getting some, you know, some recognition from my peers on this channel. And what hurts the most are the people that I have looked up to over the years. Keemstar being one of them. Standing back and saying, oh, well, if you don't like it, just quit. If you were going to be making any money, you wouldn't have made that much anyway. And the one that really gets me is, oh, 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of viewing isn't that much. Well, actually it is. Everything YouTube measures is by minutes. And if I average out just what I've had in the past 2 months, over a 12-month period, I probably will come close to hitting that. But what we're looking at is 400,000 minutes of view time per your channel. What about the people who don't upload every day or every week? The animators, that it takes them 3 or 4 weeks to make a video. They're not going to be anywhere in line for this. They're putting so much effort out to make a video, and they're not going to have that watch time. You know, YouTube, I'm sorry that you guys didn't pay attention to what you were putting ads on, and that you were putting ads on content that we were telling you was not acceptable, such as Spider-Man, Elsa, toy, whatever people. You know, and you finally did pull them, yay. But after how long? You know, just because you're not doing your due diligence doesn't mean that we as small creators deserve to be punished for it. And that's how I look at this. This is being punished for them not doing their job. I'm sorry that this is what it's come down to, but I feel very strongly about this. And I've had people tell me, well, if you feel that strongly about it, then maybe you're part of the problem. No, I just want people to understand there's more to it than just money. The bottom line here is I'm going to keep doing this because I like doing it, and I like bringing you guys the content, and hopefully I'm going to continue bringing content that you guys love. But it's going to become all the more important now. For everyone that you watch is going to be saying, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. Because you know what? The little guy doesn't even get recognized in the algorithm, if we can figure out the algorithm, because nobody can seem to figure it out. But we don't even get recognized in the algorithm to be able to get our videos even out there to be seen. And that's what's the most frustrating, is that no matter what we do, we're basically the crumbs on the carpet that just need to be swept away because we're not good enough, or we're here for the wrong reasons, or whatever. I'm not here for the wrong reasons. I'm here because I want to be. I feel like I have a message to give you guys. I want you guys to see that you can be disabled, but still be able to do things. You can have an illness and still do things. Yes, you may not look sick, but you can still be sick. But yeah, you can still do things with your life. I want you guys to know that. I want to share my makeup stuff with you guys. I want to be able to do some gossip if I want to do some gossip. I want to be able to create a community around my channel. I've already noticed it's starting to build, but I only have 500 and some subs. I'm not that big. And all this is doing is just delaying me being able to get access to the tools that help YouTubers become successful. And that's the bottom line. Don't punish the little guy unless the little guy deserves it. If the little guy's the one that's uploading somebody else's content, then yes. But you know what? I have yet to do a video where I have taken any snippets of somebody else's content and used it. It's not something I'm planning on doing. I may do documentation or do slides or whatever, but I'm not planning on using other people's videos. Something I don't even know how to do yet, but even when it comes down to that, I don't think I'm going to do it because it's not being 100% original. But that's just the way I feel about it. The bottom line here is, guys, understand why we're so upset. It's not about the money. It's the principle of the thing. And don't stand back as a big creator and call us quitters because we're complaining about a change that doesn't affect you. The reason it doesn't affect you is because they're taking it away from us. They're taking that golden ring that, you know, there used to be a story about sitting on the carousel and the golden ring would go around. And if you got to grab it, you got an extra ride for free. I see that golden ring go around. I try to grab it and somebody just moved it another 2 feet. And that's what this is to me, is the goal line and the finish line keeps changing. At what point is it no longer going to be changing? And at what point is YouTube going to realize that the platform is dying? And this is part of the reason why. You don't want to encourage new people to get on the platform. And that's a big part of the problem. This is discouraging a lot of people. More than I can imagine. And the different sources I've been on between Reddit and Twitter and reading everybody's comments. And the same thing, it's the same thing over and over that I see. Well, if you're upset, then maybe you're not doing things right. Or if you think 1,000 subs is so hard, you're not doing things right. 1,000 subs isn't easy. You've got to get content out there. I've taken the last, 15 days of the month. I've been out sick. I'm still sick today, but I am so pissed off about this that, damn it, I'm going to get this out there. So, yes, this is what a passionate Faye looks like. And I'm not quitting. But I'm not happy either. Because this isn't right. I don't feel like I should be being used as a pawn in a bigger game. And that's how I feel right now. I feel like that application I did sat there because nobody wanted to touch it because they were trying to come up with a plan not to approve the little guy. And there are people since September who've not been approved that have no problems with their channels, no strikes, nothing. It's not just me. But that's my piece. If you guys like it and support me, give me the thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll try to bring something the next video be something fun. I've got some makeup that I think we're going to do some tests on and swatch tests and maybe play with because I've got some new stuff. Plus, I still want to give away things to you guys because that's part of what I want to do. I want to do giveaways. So, anyway, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you listening me out and hearing me out on this. And thank you for being part of the Damn Faye family. Remember to go out and do something nice for someone, not just because you have to, but because you want to. Do it from the heart. Have a good one, guys. I will see you next time, and maybe I won't be so upset and passionate about what's going on. Bye.